record, so this will be available for anyone who wants it later. Good morning, Margie. And then if you want the audio, is there anyone who didn't have access and has the ability to have 2 streams in of music? Do you need it, Abby? So if anyone needs it, I can text them the Spotify playlist if they have the ability. I feel like you need to play like one on a phone and a Bluetooth speaker, and maybe you're connected here on a laptop and an iPad. But if you want me to send you the playlist before we start, just, I don't know, raise your hand, speak up. You got it, Abby? Okay, cool. Nice. All right, we'll get going in 1 minute. What's that?
Margie's here.
Yeah, Margie's here. Hey, Marianne, morning.
Assume you might cue us again when you're going to start the playlist.
Yes, I will give you the go, which let's get for the go in 1 second. I love it. I love that you're doing your own audio mixing, Kat.
We'll see how it works.
Yeah, we'll see how it works, right? Oh, yeah. Abby, I'm sending you that right now. Sorry, I misunderstood the hand signals. I'm going to text you the playlist, Abby. So it's going to text you a Spotify playlist. Does anyone else need access to the playlist before we get going? Hey, Caroline! Everyone else is all set? Oh, Margie needs it. Margie, I'm texting it to you.
Scarlett, you can text it to me too. I don't have a Spotify account. I don't know if that means I can't play it or not.
I don't know. I'll try.
Try texting it, and if I don't, I can't.
Okay.
Sorry, do you mind texting it to me too, Scarlett?
Yeah, I got you, Kelly. This is kind of fun. I love how many technology streams we have going here. There we go. Anyone else need it? Want to try it before we get going? Oh, Caroline? All right. Anyone else need it? I'm looking up now. All right. Cool. I'm going to give everybody like 30 seconds to play with that playlist, see if they can get it, if they didn't have it before. All right, and before we get going, blocks aren't totally necessary, as I said before, but if you've got some, or if you've got a block height stack of books, go ahead and put those on the left and right side of your mat. And we're gonna get started in child's pose. So, oh, I have to tell you when to hit play, and we are recording currently. So, does anyone want me to pause before I cue the hit play? Are you like close but not quite there and getting the playlist in? I see Kelly on her phone, so I'm gonna give us a couple seconds here. Nice. Maria, I see you're on headphones, which my guess means you can't mix in the playlist and the yoga.
No, actually, I should be able to. We'll see.
Okay, cool. Love it. All right. We're going to start the playlist in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and hit play. And then as you're ready, once you've got all that technology in place, go ahead and come down to a child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch behind you. Let your knees open wide. Draw your forehead down to the mat and then start to extend your arms long in front of you. And then once you've gotten there, just start to breathe. Maybe right away you feel something that's kind of tight. Or maybe you're like me when I came down to this pose this morning and you get down here and you realize, oh man, I need this. Maybe it's that combination of feeling a little bit tight, but also I challenge you as you come into this child's pose to also Think about how you feel really strong. Maybe right away you can feel the core. You can feel the power of your low body, that low body that's been carrying you through this week, the strangest of weeks. And yeah, maybe your shoulders have been riding closer to your ears for the last few days because it's been cold and it's been weird. But as I challenge you to open, think about not just what's tight, but what's been strong. And as we work through this sequence today, we're going to be concentrating on celebrating that strength, about taking up space, and getting just a little bit deeper and a little bit stronger. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. So good. Once more, inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Now, as you're ready, you can start to take on your Ujjayi breath, sealing your lips, finding both inhales as well as exhales through your nose. You can restrict the back of your throat. So with each exhale, you start to feel that oceanic sound. This is your Ujjayi breath, the breath of heat, the breath of victory. If it serves you, if it feels good, stick with it. But if it's something that you don't need, if it's something that you don't want, know that this is your practice. And know that this here, child's pose, is your home base. So if at any point you feel like you've lost your breath, if you just need a break, if this morning 60 minutes here at child's pose is just what you need, then stick with it. On your next inhale, rise, find a tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Draw your gaze directly down to the mat and feel an extension straight from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Open up your fingers wide and press into that spot between your thumb and your forefinger. Rotate your elbow pits forward. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze, stay here, breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, cat pose, push the mat away, lift your belly, gaze comes between your thighs. Inhale, cow, belly drops, gaze lifts, shoulder blades come down your back. Exhale, cat pose, belly lifts, gaze comes back. And then take this on your own breath. That inhale lifts you. The exhale pushes the mat away. No need to go straight into a thread the needle yet. We're gonna go there together, but maybe you add some seat curves, looking over one shoulder, looking over the other. Or maybe you take some hip circles just to open up that space, to open up that movement, just a little bit more as you settle into this practice this morning. Over the next few breaths, find yourself back in that static tabletop. The stack of shoulders over wrists, hips over knees will give you the strength, will give you the stability. And from that tabletop, inhale, lift your right arm high, fingertips come towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm comes underneath your left shoulder, right cheek comes to the mat. Option to stay here, option to extend your left fingertips forward. Within this pose this morning, I challenge you to keep your hip tips pointed down as you find that opening in your upper body. If you've extended your left fingertips, draw them back underneath your shoulder once more. With an inhale, lift your right fingertips high. Exhale, come back down, find a neutral tabletop. Inhale, lift your left fingertips high, palm faces the side wall. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm comes underneath your right shoulder. Left cheek comes to the mat. Maybe your right fingertips extend forward. Or maybe you stay tight. Draw your attention back into your hip tips, point them down to the mat as you take this opening in your upper back. Beautiful. Draw your right hand back underneath your right shoulder. With an inhale, lift your left fingertips high. Exhale, tabletop. Left hand comes back down. Inhale, tuck your toes, belly button to spine. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips lift, gaze comes to the back of your mat. Give yourself a moment to settle in here. Maybe you pedal out your feet. Maybe you shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Take a small bend in your knees. And then notice if you can point your tailbone just a little bit higher towards the ceiling. Nice, Allison. And then once you've got that alignment of tailbone, maybe at that point you push the back of your knees farther towards the back wall. Your heels may meet the floor, they may not, but what's important is that you feel that engagement in your hamstrings. Beautiful. Find some stillness here. Just like that first child's pose, notice what's tight, but also notice what's strong. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll, step your feet behind your wrists, drape your torso over your thighs, feel the crown of your head release down to the mat. Now to start, take opposite hand to opposite elbow if that feels good. Sway left, sway right. Maybe that helps you to feel your low back release. And then as you're ready, take opposite hand to opposite elbow, switch your grip. Nice. And we're gonna take a chest expansion from here. So to start, release your fingertips down to the mat. Draw your hands below the small of your back. Inhale. Exhale, ragdoll with chest expansion. Your arms come up and over your back. They don't have to go far. And then take those same movements left and right. Inhale. Exhale, release, find a forward fold. Draw your fingertips towards the mat, toe heel your feet together so the balls of your feet touch. And then as you're ready, on an inhale, rise to stand. Stack one vertebra over another. Your head comes up last. Exhale, Samastitihi, draw your hands to heart center, blink your eyes closed. This is that moment where we have an opportunity to set an intention for class today. So maybe it's a word or a mantra that's been carrying you through this week. If nothing comes to mind right away, I offer you my intention of deeper strength, that there's always something there. Maybe we choose not to notice it, but today I challenge you within this sequence to celebrate just how strong you are. Whether you've taken an intention of your own or taken mine, we'll seal it with one community breath. Finish your exhale. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Blink your eyes open. Drop your arms long by your sides, let's flow. Inhale, mountain pose. Draw your arms high overhead. Hold, breathe here. Find those points of strength in your mountain pose right away today. Grounded through the four corners of your feet. Feel your inner arches lift. Draw your thighs up and off of your kneecaps. And then engage your glutes to find just a little bit more height. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Ride your breath all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Hold, breathe here. Draw more weight into your toes. Your palms can come to your shins, or maybe they come to your thighs. Can you find just a little bit more engagement here? Inhale. Exhale, crouch and curl. Fingertips come down to the mat as your knees bend and your forehead comes down towards your knees. Beautiful. Find yourself tight together. Let this draw in, this expansion across the back line of your body. Feel good. Inhale, halfway lift. Heels drop. Palms come to shins or thighs. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Plant your hands, step back. Lower down just halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Thread your chest through your shoulders. Beautiful, Kelly. Exhale, downward facing dog. Toes tap, hips lift. Gaze comes back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Maybe you step, maybe you want to hop right away. Inhale, halfway lift. Weight comes forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise. The strength comes from the bottom as you extend. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, crouch and curl, fingertips come down. We'll take a breath here. Inhale, exhale, stay here. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. So beautiful. Inhale, upward facing dog. Feel that opening across your collarbone. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Feel that core engagement. Exhale, forward fold. Come back down. Beautiful, Abby. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise. Feel that strength. Come tall. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Beautiful, Maria. Inhale, halfway lift. Listen up. Exhale, either crouch or curl or crow. Plant your hands. Knees can come to your upper arms. Beautiful. Inhale, stay here. Stay for your exhale, yeah. Inhale, halfway lift. Come back up to that place that's familiar. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Sometimes things surprise us, but we find that strength right away. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips lift, gaze comes back. Inhale, open mouth. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, forward fold, come back down. Something different, inhale, chair pose. Find your weight in your heels. Draw your biceps to your ears. Hold, breathe here. Draw more weight into your heels. And notice if you can draw your attention to your inner thighs, can you rotate them up, rotate as your inner arches lift to support that movement. Draw your fingertips, rotate them towards one another as you find more distance between your shoulders and your ears. And when it starts to get hard, as you start to fatigue, how can you find just a little bit more strength? How can you go just a little bit deeper? Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Come back down. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, low lunge. Draw your hands to the mat as you step your left foot back. Beautiful. And then give yourself a moment to set this up. Frame your right foot with your hands. Engage your right glute to draw that glute just a little bit farther back. Draw your belly button to your spine so you can take just a little bit more weight out of that right thigh. Nice. Inhale, modified pyramid. Maybe you find those blocks underneath your palms as you straighten your right knee. Nice. Go gentle this morning. You don't have to go far. You don't have to come high, but just give yourself that moment to find the opening, to find just a little bit of stretch. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, return to a low lunge as you find that bend in your right knee once more. Draw your strength, draw your weight into your right heel. And on your next inhale, find a crescent lunge. Your core lifts you. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Draw your arms high overhead. Hold and breathe here. Beautiful, Sam. All 10 toes are pointing forward. Both hip tips are pointing forward. Draw your belly button to your spine. And then can you take the sway out of your low back? Beautiful, Derek. Can you engage your right glute to peel that hip just a little bit farther forward? Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, double lunge with chaturanga arms. Start to float your left knee just 1 inch off of the mat as you feel as if you're doing a chaturanga in your arms. So your palms are facing directly forward. Maybe we're all doing a high five across the full community. Nice. Beautiful. Inhale, warrior two, open up, draw your gaze over your right middle finger, breathe here. Stack your shoulders directly over your hips. There's a tendency to shift forward. Instead, can you find that direct stack? Can you go just a little bit deeper into your right knee as you engage through the knife's edge, the pinky toe side of your left foot? Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, shift forward, left fingertips come high. Beautiful. Your right elbow can come to your right knee, or you can work with open arms. Engage your right oblique to give yourself just a little bit more lift. Yeah. Inhale, reverse warrior, low body stays quiet as your right arm reaches up and over. Hold and breathe here. Draw little to no weight in your left arm. Maybe it even comes and wraps around your low back, so your left forearm is parallel to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge, spiral down. Frame your right foot once more. Listen up. Inhale, three-legged dog. That right leg lifts high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep shift forward. I know. Inhale, three-legged dog. That leg lifts high. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. That right leg can float. Inhale, upward facing dog. Yeah. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips lift. Gaze comes back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Yeah. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, weight in your heels, biceps to your ears. Breathe here. We're not going to stay here quite as long, but find just a little bit more strength. Can you find just a little bit more depth as you point your tailbone down to the mat? Inhale, yes. Exhale, forward fold. Come on down. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, low lunge. Your left foot stays forward as your right foot steps back. Give yourself that moment to set this up. Ground in through your left heel. Find that extension through your right heel, and can you push the back of your right knee just a little bit higher up towards the ceiling? Draw your belly button to your spine so you take the weight out of your left thigh. Inhale, pyramid pose. Those blocks can come underneath your hands, or maybe it's your books. As your left knee straightens, your forehead can come down towards the shin or down towards your knee. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Bend back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Draw your arms high overhead. Hold and breathe here. Engage that left glute to peel that hip back, maintaining your hips forward towards the front of the room. Now, can you push the back of your right knee just a little bit higher? And then can you stay? Can you breathe? And within any discomfort, can you choose to concentrate on the strength, to concentrate on the opportunity? Inhale. Exhale, double lunge with chaturanga arms. Your right knee floats, oh man, as your palms face forward. Feel as if you're in a low plank. Beautiful, stay here. Shoulders are stacked over your hips as you get just a little bit lower. Inhale, warrior two, open up, bend into your left knee, draw your gaze over your left middle finger, breathe here. Now draw your attention into your left inner thigh. Can you spiral it towards the left wall? And then on your right foot, can you lift that inner arch just a little bit as you isometrically draw your left heel towards your right inner arch? Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, shift forward. Right fingertips come high. That left elbow can come to your knee, or you can work with that straightened arm. No matter where you are, recruit that left oblique to give you just a little bit more lift. Think about what it will take to lift your right middle finger just a little bit higher. Yeah, I always know the intensity by being right next to Sam. Thanks, Sam. Inhale, reverse warrior. Low body stays quiet. I know as your left fingertips lift high. Feel that opening across your left side body. And maybe that right arm comes behind your back and your right forearm is parallel to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Frame your left foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, shift forward. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 5 breaths to be here. 5 breaths to reset. 5 breaths to choose to own this moment, to own the steps. 5 breaths to own your strength. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat as we link breath to movement. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, chair pose, weight in your heels, biceps to your ears, yes. Exhale, forward fold, come right back down. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, low lunge, left foot steps back. Inhale, modified pyramid, your right knee straightens. Maybe you find those blocks. Exhale, low lunge, come back down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Your core is what gives you the strength to rise. Exhale, double lunge with chaturanga arms. Yeah. Inhale, warrior 2, open. Exhale, extended side angle, left fingertips lift high. Inhale, reverse warrior, low body is quiet as you rise. Exhale, low lunge, frame your right foot. Inhale, 3-legged dog, that right leg lifts high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, shift forward. Yeah. Inhale, right leg comes high, beautiful strength. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low, either that right leg grounds or you take it as an ekapada. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, forward fold, beautiful. Inhale, chair, weight in your heels, biceps to your ears. Yes, Abby. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps back. Or the opposite in Sam's case. Inhale, modified pyramid. Your left knee straightens. Maybe your forehead comes towards your shin. Exhale, low lunge, come back down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Find that stack of shoulders over your hips. Arms come high. Exhale, double lunge with chaturanga arms lower down. Yes, Kelly. Inhale, warrior 2, open up, get so big. Exhale, extended side angle, shift forward. Right fingertips come high. Inhale, reverse warrior, tick-tock your arms. Exhale, low lunge, frame that right foot, or left foot rather. Inhale, 3-legged dog, that leg comes high. Exhale, knee to tricep, shift forward. You've got this. Inhale, leg comes high. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low. Maybe the foot grounds or maybe you play with an ekapada. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of the mat. Don't think, just move. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, chair, weight in your heels, biceps to your ears. Exhale, forward folds, come back down. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, low lunge, the left foot steps back. Inhale, modified pyramid, fill that opening in your hamstring. Exhale, low lunge, bend back in. Inhale, crescent lunge, your core lifts you. Exhale, double lunge, chaturanga arms. Inhale, warrior 2, open. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, tick-tock your arms. Exhale, low lunge, frame that right foot. Inhale, 3-legged dog, the leg comes high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, shift your shoulders in front of your wrists. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat, maybe you hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, weight in your heels. Exhale, forward fold, come back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps back. Inhale, modified pyramid, your left knee straightens. Exhale, low lunge, bend back in. Inhale, crescent lunge, stack tall. Exhale, double lunge, chaturanga arms. Inhale, warrior 2, open up. Exhale, extended side angle, right fingertips come high. Inhale, reverse warrior, tick-tock your arms. Maybe your right arm comes back. Exhale, low lunge, frame your left foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to tricep, shift forward, yes. Inhale, leg comes high. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, we'll build. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, forward fold, you've got this. Inhale, chair pose, weight in your heels, biceps to your ears, and stay here. As your heart rate has come higher, as your breathing has become more rapid, what does it mean to slow down? What does it mean when everything is already moving, when it's already frenetic? What does it mean to just stay here? Can your inner arches lift just a little bit more? Can your inner thighs rotate out? Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Come back down. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, low lunge, left foot steps back. Inhale, modified pyramid. Your right knee straightens as your forehead comes down. Take a moment here. And as you're a little bit more open, as that hamstring is just a little bit more forgiving, take a moment to go just a little bit deeper. And maybe now is that moment where you really can concentrate on what feels good, on where you want to go. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge, bend back into that right knee. Inhale, crescent lunge, stack your shoulders over your hips, draw your arms high overhead, listen up. Exhale, airplane pose, draw your weight into your right leg. As you take flight, as that left leg starts to lift up and off of the ground, so beautiful. Dorsiflex your left toes towards your face. We're not here for long. Can you stay here? Beautiful. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms, your left toes step back. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, warrior two, open up, get so big. Exhale, extended side angle, shift forward, left fingertips come high. Inhale, reverse warrior, tick-tock your arms. Exhale, low lunge, frame that right foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, your right leg lifts high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, shift forward. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, shift forward. Yes. Inhale, right leg comes high. Yes, Michelle. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, shift forward. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Last side, inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, chair, weight in your heels, biceps to your ears. Exhale, forward fold, come back down. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, low lunge, your right foot steps back. Inhale, modified pyramid. Maybe find those blocks underneath your hands as your left knee straightens. And then take that time here on that second side. Just like on your right leg, notice how you can feel a deeper opening. And notice your reaction as we slow down within the flow. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge, come back down. Inhale, crescent lunge, stack your shoulders over your hips, draw your arms high overhead. Exhale, airplane pose, launch off of that back leg as you stay strong in your left leg. Yes, Marcy. Dorsiflex your right toes towards your face and then draw your attention into the back of your left knee. Can you push it just a little bit higher? Yes. Inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms, just step back. Yes. Inhale, warrior two, open up, get so big. Exhale, extended side angle, get strong. Feel that strength in your right oblique. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge, frame your left foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, your left leg lifts high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, shift forward. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, shift forward. I know. Inhale, left leg comes high. Last time. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, shift forward. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips lift, gaze comes back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Take a seat. All right. Hope you guys are doing awesome. We're going to do some core. Like, man, you've been working your core like crazy already. But with the crow theme, we're going to come to lie on our backs and come to a supine crow. So for a supine crow, you're going to come to lie on your back. Your elbows are going to come to your knees, and you're going to find those same chaturanga arms that you saw before. And we're going to move from a supine crow to a crow boat. So we're going to be playing here. It's going to work well. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, come up to boat. Yeah, as your palms stay forward. Yeah, nice. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, crow boat. Come up. Yes. Inhale, come back. It's like synchronized swimming. Sam. Exhale, come up. Yeah. Once more, twice more. Inhale, come back. Exhale, crow boat. Last one. Inhale, come back. Exhale, crow boat and hold. Nice. Draw your belly button to your spine. You can play with where on your low back you're balanced. Inhale. Exhale, come to lie on your back. Your elbows stay where they are. And we're going to move from here to a side crow on the right. So for us, that's going to be right elbow or left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Yeah. And then extend your left leg long. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, left leg lifts. Inhale, lower. Exhale, leg lifts. Inhale, lower. Exhale, leg lifts. Nice. We're just here for 8. Exhale. That's 7. Exhale. That's 6. Exhale. Nice. And as it gets harder, as you go deeper, where do you feel that strength? That's 4. Nice. That's 3. So good. That's 2. And 1. Shift sides. Nice. You've got that same chaturanga arm. Your right elbow comes to the outside of your left knee. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, right leg lifts. Inhale, lower. Exhale, the leg lifts. Nice. Good. Find your strength. Find that oblique engagement and then feel the full engagement of your transverse abdominals. Can you stay here? Just 4. That's 4. 3. That's 2. I want to count faster. Last one. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a break. Shift left and right. Massage out your low back. Nice. And then interlace your fingers behind the nape of your neck. Find a supine tabletop. We're going to move into yogi bicycle. So inhale, prepare, lift to center. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of your right knee, the opposite leg can straighten. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Center and twist. Center. Nice, and twist. You can drop that break in the middle. Yes, Blake can get in there. You got it. Beautiful. We're not here for long. Can you stay here? Can you own this moment? Maybe instead of counting down the seconds, you can savor those seconds that you have left. Savor that depth, that engagement that you've brought to your practice. 3. Take a break in 2. And that's 1. Release. Take a long body stretch. Extend your arms long behind you if you've got the space. Toes forward. Inhale, find an engaged pencil. Exhale, release. Once more, inhale, find an engaged pencil. Engage everything. Exhale, release. From here, find a supine tabletop. Stack your knees over your hips. Draw your shins parallel to the mat. Dorsiflex your feet towards your face. Nice. And then take your palms and put them on your thighs, just below your knees. Nice. And we're just gonna stay here. It's an isometric hold. So you can challenge yourself to shift your knees just a little bit farther forward. The farther forward that your knees shift, the more core engagement you're gonna feel. Just 8 seconds left. Nice. That's 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw your knees into your chest. Shift left and right. We're gonna meet in a downward facing dog, so if it feels good to flow through a chaturanga, do that. Or if you just wanna step back, do that. If you flow through a chaturanga, I highly recommend you spend a little bit of extra time in that upward facing dog, looking over one shoulder, looking over the other. Beautiful. And then from that downward facing dog, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, find a Malasana, a yogi squat. Draw your knees out, elbows can come to the inside of your thighs, hands can come to chest. And we're gonna move into a crow. It's just a little bit of yogi playtime. Maybe we can really totally thump out of this crow, wake up our downstairs neighbors, tell them how much we appreciate them. And for today, if it's fun, I recommend starting on one of your blocks or starting on your stack of books. It's just gonna change your angle. It allows you to play with a little bit more. It's also kind of fun to start up here. So if you wanna play with the block, start with your feet up on the block. Draw your palms down to the mat. For me, my elbows, my upper arms and my knees meet a little bit more easily. And then maybe you start to float. We're gonna meet in a child's pose. So as soon as you feel ready to go there, go there. If you wanna play with the jump back, you can play with it. Synchronized swimming's in our future, Sam. And then as you're ready,
We're not swimming.
find that child's pose. So good. Such good exploring. Know that this stuff is not familiar. Most of us haven't been upside down since we were little kids. So go easy on yourself and choose to see that strength in this moment. And then as you're ready, find yourself back in your child's pose. Big toes touch, knees are open wide. Feel that connection of forehead and the mat. And maybe you stay here, maybe you come to an embryo where your arms come along behind you and the tops of your hands are what make contact with the mat. And draw your breath back into this moment. If you've come into an embryo, come back into a full child's pose. And then as you're ready, find your palms back underneath your shoulders. Inhale, find a tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, toes tuck, hips lift, gaze comes back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, mountain pose. Draw your shoulders over your hips. Draw your arms high overhead. Hold and breathe here. Feel tall. Feel strong. Feel open. Beautiful. Drop your left elbow to your left hip. And then kick your left foot back towards your glute. Find a dancer's pose. Grab from the inside of your arch. You can stay tall. You can start to pivot forward. Nice. And then find your breath. Choose how deep you want to go. Know that this is always a choice. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Maybe that right leg is straight. Yes, breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms. The left toes step back as the arms come long by your sides. Beautiful. Inhale, crescent moon. Your left knee grounds down, your toes untuck as your arms come high. Beautiful. And your left toes can stay tucked or they can untuck, and maybe you give yourself that moment to warm up into your hip, to shift forward and back. Nice. Inhale, stay tall, retuck your left toes. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, draw your hands to heart center. The left knee starts to float. Beautiful. As you start to find that twist. With each inhale, the crown of your head lifts forward. And with each exhale, find just a little bit more twist. Yeah. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, release, find a runner's lunge. Draw your hands to the inside of your right foot. Toe heel your right toes to the top right corner of the mat. Drop your left knee to the mat, untuck your toes. And you can stay here. If it feels good, you can come down to your forearms. Maybe you interlace your fingers and you release the crown of your head down to the mat. Nice. Feel that hip opening. Allow it to feel good. If you come down to your forearms, rise back up to your palms. Retuck your right toes. Inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Start to pivot up as you release the crown of your head down to the mat. Nice. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. So good. Let a little bit more release. Allow yourself to feel your strength. Big movement, inhale, star pose, open up, get so big, breathe here. Let your glutes lift you just a little bit higher. Inhale, exhale, warrior two, bend into your right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, tick-tock your arms. Exhale, chaturanga high to low push-up, or maybe you just skip it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Yeah. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. You got this. Inhale, halfway lift, belly button to spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise, get so tall. Exhale, dancer, second side. Your left foot stays grounded this time. Your right elbow comes to your right hip crease. Kick that foot towards your glute. Grab from the inside of that arch. Is what's gonna allow your shoulder blade to come down your back. And you can stay high. You can kick into it. Beautiful. Can you go just a little bit deeper? Can you choose to stay here? That drishti, that non-moving point of focus, will support you. Okay, big movement. Inhale, one-legged mountain. That leg can stay straight or it can bend. Breathe here. Get just a little bit taller. Inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms. The right foot steps back as your arms come long behind you. Breathe here. Hips and shoulders are square to the mat. Gaze is a few feet in front of you. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, crescent moon, your right knee drops to the mat. It's a big movement as your toes untuck and your arms come high. Yeah. And then breathe here. Maybe you shift forward and back. You open up. You release that synovial fluid in your hip to just go a little bit deeper. Nice. Inhale, retuck your toes. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Right elbow comes to the outside of your left knee as the back of your right knee pushes up towards the ceiling. With each inhale, feel the crown of your head extend forward. And with each exhale, you find just a little bit more rotation. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, release, find that runner's lunge. Find your hands to the inside of your left foot. Toe heel your left toes to the top left corner of your mat. Release your right knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. You can stay high. You can come low. You can find one of those blocks on the tall setting underneath your forehead. Sometimes that support beneath your forehead just allows everything else to relax. And as you melt in, can you feel that strength? Can you feel that release, both the challenge and the strength existing all at once? Nice. Inhale, rise back up to your palms. Exhale, big movement, wide-legged forward fold, pivot to the right side of your mat as you release the crown of your head down. You can interlace your fingers behind the small of your back, add in a chest expansion as well. In this moment, let it feel good, let gravity do the work. Nice. On one big inhale, rise, find a start pose, toes pivot out. Exhale, warrior two, bend back into your left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, tuck your arms, open up. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push up, frame your foot, maybe skip it. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, toes tuck, hips lift, gaze comes back. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the right knee behind your right wrist, right ankle behind your left wrist. Take a moment to set it up. Take a moment to look back. Check out your left toes. Make sure they're pointing backwards. Yeah. And then maybe you stay high for an extra breath, or maybe you start to come down. Maybe you come down to your forearms. You can release your forehead to the mat. Maybe a block comes underneath your forehead. If this is uncomfortable, if it's just too tweaky in your knee or in your hip, come over, roll onto your back, find a supine figure four where your right ankle crosses over your left knee. I'm going to demo the supine while Sam has a full half pigeon. Allow that hip flexor to release. Supine half pigeons can come to a legs up the wall pose. Full half pigeons, as you're ready, rise back up to your palms, retuck your left toes. With an inhale, that right leg comes high. The exhale can give you any counter pose that feels good, maybe a scorpion dog, maybe you flip your dog. We'll meet together in a downward facing dog over the next few breaths. Yeah. And as you're ready, supine half pigeons, move to the second side. Half pigeons, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the left knee behind your left wrist. Take a moment to set it up. Take a look back at your right toes. Make sure they're pointing backwards. Maybe you take that extra moment tall. And then as you're ready, if it feels good, start to fold forward. Find that support of your forearms. Maybe you find that block underneath your forehead. This can feel different on the second side, so maybe you consider putting a block underneath your left hip, even if you didn't use it on the first side. The work is done. The hard work is done. But in this pose, it's that combination of stillness and an intensity. And maybe the strength in this moment, that strength that you didn't even know that you have, is the mental strength to stay. The mental strength to be here in this moment. If this side needs a little bit of extra love, maybe you stay here. But if you feel ready to move on, supine pigeons, come back to a legs up the wall pose. Half pigeons, rise back up to your palms, retuck your right toes. Allow an inhale to lift that left leg tall. And the exhale brings about whatever counter pose feels good. As you're ready, we'll meet back together in a downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat. Take a seat. Come to lie on your back. We're gonna move into bridge pose. So ground the soles of your feet into the mat. Draw your heels towards your glutes so your middle fingertips can graze your heels. And before you even lift, maybe you shimmy your shoulders towards one another, allowing yourself to lift your heart just a little bit higher. And on your next inhale, lift, find a bridge pose. Your glutes give you that lift, but once you're high, can you challenge yourself to use your quads, your hamstrings to stay here? Inhale, lift just a little bit higher. Exhale, release, come back down, find a knee knock pose. Your knees stay together, your feet come mats with distance apart, or if you don't have a mat, just think about drawing them a little bit farther, just a little bit farther than shoulder width distance apart. We're gonna do one more bridge pose. I'm gonna cue it as a supported bridge, but if it's something that you wanna do more active, go for it. So find a block, oh, there you go, in one hand. Prepare, and inhale, lift. If you've got a block, find it underneath your sacrum. Should be the long way on the lower medium setting, or horizontal way. So the longer side is the shorter length of your mat. I messed that up, sorry. Nice. And then just today, find your breath. If you're on the block with your next inhale, lift your hips, remove that block. Exhale, everyone come down to a Supta Baddha Konasana. The soles of your feet come together, your knees open wide, your left hand comes to your heart, your right hand comes to your belly. Blink your eyes closed. Notice the sounds around you. Maybe it's the music. Maybe it's the rain. Maybe it's a kid. And maybe it's just nothing. It's the sounds of this moment. And know that in this moment that you are strong. That you always put the work in. But sometimes being strong is about letting go. As you're ready, blink your eyes open. Draw your hands to the outside of your thighs. Close them like a book. Find a happy baby pose. Draw your knees towards your armpits. You can grab from behind your thighs. Or maybe you grab from the inside or the outside of your feet. You can shift left and right. Massage out your low back. Or maybe straighten one leg and straighten the other if you have the grip of hands to feet, if that feels good, if that's what you're craving. Beautiful. Draw your knees back into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Yeah. Inhale your right knee into your right armpit. Exhale, supine twist, right knee up and over. That knee can land on a block if you've got one, or the knee can ground. What's important is that your shoulders stay stamped into the mat. That's what's going to give you the expression of the pose, the muscle engagement, the stretch that we're getting after. It really doesn't matter what it looks like. Draw your knees back into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Release your right leg long. Inhale your left knee into your left armpit. Exhale, supine twist. Right knee up and over. That block can come underneath your right knee. Draw your attention into your shoulders, stamp them into the mat. Maybe your gaze can come over your left forearm if you're craving to extend the stretch just a little bit more. Draw your knees back into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Give them a squeeze. Draw your forehead towards your kneecaps. Inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Extend your legs long in front of you, your arms long by your sides. Blink your eyes closed. And And then just stay. Stay in this moment. Sometimes this is the hardest part of our practice. But can you stay? There's strength in staying. So often in these moments, I know my natural tendency is to run away. Fight or flight. This in this moment is a different kind of fight, a different kind of staying power. Allow that to settle in. Or you can stay here as long as you like. But if you're ready to move on with your day, as we so often say on Fridays, if you're ready to move on with your week, whatever kind of week it's been, start to find small movements in your fingers and in your toes. Draw your chin to your left shoulder, to your right shoulder. And take a long body stretch as if you're waking up for the very first time today. Draw your knees into your chest. And if it feels good, roll over to a fetal position on your left or right side, using your bicep as a pillow. Draw your third eye center, that place between your eyebrows, towards that forearm, towards that upper arm. And as you're ready over the next few breaths, find a Sukhasana, a comfortable cross-legged seated position with your eyes closed or with a soft gaze. Draw your hands to heart center, thumbs to your sternum. We'll take one community breath to close our practice today. Finish your exhale. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Let go. Draw your thumbs to your third eye center, the place between your brows, the place where your body meets your mind. The light, love, teacher, student, neighbor, and friend in me honors and is so grateful for the light, love, teacher, student, friend, and neighbor in each one of you. Together we bow forward, we say namaste. Nice work, you guys. Man, it's a wild time. Strength right now, to me, it means something that's so different. Right now, it seems like it's about endurance rather than that explosive strength that I don't know about you, but sometimes I find a bit more satisfying. So thanks for showing up.
Thank you so much, Scarlett.
They're awake. Thanks
That
so
was awesome.
you guys.
Oh, who's that?
Scarlett.
Hi.
Next.
My dog is saying namaste.
Oh, yay. Dogs, kids, everyone.
Diggy, come here.
I wasn't the only one with somebody crawling on me.
Diggy.
We're not.
Here comes the doggy.
Max is going to send me a review.
Here she is. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Love it.
Thanks, Scarlett. Thanks,
You
Sam.
guys hanging in there?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you guys, I think I said before, but if you don't have blocks, I'll leave my bag of blocks that haven't been touched since March 6th at the front porch today. And then late next week, I can do it again. Margie and I have been talking about a yoga craft project. For Shavasana, it feels really, really good to sandbag over your hips. And since we can't adjust, it's all about self-adjust. So if anyone wants to get in on the Yogi Craft project, we're going to research it a little bit, but let me know. I think it actually could feel really, really good. So you come into Shavasana and then you put that sandbag over, and it's almost like, you know, an annual chest down. So if you're in Yogi Craft project in quarantine,
Hi, guys.
I'll post the link for the video. I recorded. I'm going to remember to stop too, but
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Scarlett. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Scarlett.
Bye.
Thanks, Sam.
Sarah usually
Thank
goes.
you.
I was not there.
Thank you.